Good morning, everybody. We are Tuesday morning. We are back at work today. Okay, so if you haven't seen my video yesterday, I was saying that I am getting off of Saxenda for 1 week because I feel it is no longer as effective as when I started. A lot of things seem to work, a lot of things don't seem to work. Days it's working, some other days it's not. And the most important thing to me, well, I mean, there's a few things. A few things, don't get me wrong. Cutting my appetite was huge too, obviously. But the fact that it would make me feel nauseous if I would overeat helped me a lot. A lot. So if ever I would lose my way, it would get me back on track by just giving me that nausea and prevent me from eating. So right in the middle of my meal, I'm enjoying what I'm eating. It could be a pizza, and every bite is absolutely delicious. And all of a sudden, after too many bites, I look at the rest of my pizza and it is disgusting. Okay, so I miss that. I want that. That was super helpful. So because of that, and because my weight has been staggering for nearly 2 months now, and it's not just because of Saxenda. I am to blame in this, obviously. It's my body, my choices, right? So, but I'm definitely not making as good of choices as I was at the beginning of Saxenda. Whether it's just because I don't have the same drive, or there's, which is probably right too. Eventually people get comfortable, and I've been someone that's done this time and time again, where things are starting to go very well for me, and I kind of go, you know what, this works, and you get a little comfortable instead of losing that drive to say I got to keep pushing and get big numbers until I get to the end goal. I tend to get satisfied. I'm not greedy. I'm the same way in business. I have a little side business, and as soon as that side business started paying my bills, instead of aiming for the moon and maybe today being a millionaire, I kind of said, you know what? It's paying my bills. Let's stop there. Let's spend more time with the family, which is a choice, but I'm kind of this way with the food too, apparently. Where I got to 300, I said, okay, listen, I still got a long ways to go. I'm only halfway where I need to go, but I feel as though I'm a little bit more comfortable, and because of that, I'm putting my guard down. So that's an issue. But when I would do this before, Saxenda would kick in and go, oh, wait a second, you're not done. Don't put that in your mouth. And I don't have that anymore. So I'm looking for that to kind of help me get that drive back. Yeah, so as a bit as a tool, like I said before, it's not a miracle drug, but there were some benefits that were very useful, and because I don't have it anymore, I'm gonna try to do like a cycle, I guess, if you will, where I am stopping for a whole week, and I'm gonna see what it's like to stop, because I'm questioning if it's still Saxenda that's making me not hungry, or if it's just, I'm at 6 months in by now. Is it just because I've changed my eating habits such as, wow, my camera's shaking a lot. I'm sorry, guys. The fact that I've changed my eating habits quite a bit, that my body is just adjusted to that, and I don't need to do Saxenda anymore. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to end. Am I still going to be in Saxenda after this? I have no idea. But we're going to test some things out here. So, all right, let me change this angle a little bit here. A bit more stability. So yesterday was day one, okay, but it was not a good day to test it so much because it is Thanksgiving here in Canada. And while Thanksgiving was Saturday night, well, we had some family members over. We turned it into a whole weekend, okay? We went out to the amusement park. We did a Halloween party thing, and it was great. But the food followed, and I had my guard down all weekend. Not that I went insanely off the rails by any means, because I don't do that anymore. But you try a lot of different foods. People make this, people make that, and I tested instead of passing. So because of that, this week I don't want to weigh myself, because it wouldn't make any sense. If whoever's watched one of the last videos, I was at 300.4, and after the Thanksgiving meal, I weighed in the next morning. I was at 304.6 or something like that. So 4 pounds. But then that day, my stomach started hurting and I started going to the bathroom a lot. Okay, so I think I was holding everything in and it was getting the cramps and all that. But I haven't weighed myself because I don't want to do like a before and after. I don't want you to say, oh, look, today I'm at 305 because I messed up all weekend. And then next week, if I do well, weighing at 300, go, I lost 5 pounds without Saxenda. No, that's false information. It's not how things work. So we're not going to concentrate on weight this week, though I am definitely going to be careful. I don't plan on changing my diet. I don't plan on changing anything. I just want to see how can I survive without Saxenda, okay? Am I gonna feel the hunger, which I might this morning? I'm surprised I'm not hungry right now because I had breakfast yesterday, and normally I don't eat breakfast anymore. And when I do eat breakfast, for the next few days, I pay the price because now my body wants breakfast every day. But right now it is past 8 o'clock, I believe, and I'm feeling fine. Feeling fine. I'm feeling thirsty actually, so I got my big bottle of water, like I normally do. I'll be on that today, drinking a lot of water. I got to flush my system because I've had a lot of bad stuff. And yeah, so nothing's changing. My diet's going to remain the same. I plan on skipping breakfast. Lunch has to be something small like I was doing before. So either my shakes, though I'm grossed out by my shakes. I love them, but because the last two had chunks in them, even though they're not anywhere near being expired, and they're from two different boxes that were indoors, and I mean I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't put them in the heat. I didn't put them in the cold. They were stored correctly, and they had chunks. So I'm a little grossed out, but I have some shakes here at work. Maybe I'll try opening one up today for lunch, and I'll just pour it in a glass just to see what it's looking like. So in an ideal world, I'll have a coffee this morning. I'll have my shake, and then that'll hold me off till dinner. Okay, so this is what I aim for, though sometimes that can change a little bit. So yeah, so that's the plan. Nothing changes on that end. And I will keep you guys updated to see, am I hungrier now? Or am I making worse choices now that I'm off Saxenda? And ultimately, whether, even if I'm not making, say everything goes very well and I don't feel like I need Saxenda, I'll probably still go back on it after a week at 0.6, right? We're going to start over to test it out. Just to see if does it really seem to reset? Like, am I going to get the nausea the first couple of days again? And if not, is it actually going to work if I overeat for a meal? Is it going to kick back in? Because if it does, that's interesting. But it takes a few days, right? In Saxenda, you don't feel it right around the first day. So we'll see from there. And yeah, listen, I'm excited about this, and I've been stuck in the same 10, 15 pounds for the last 2 months or so anyway. So at this point, I don't feel like I have anything to lose. I am definitely not throwing in the towel. Don't think that's what I'm doing here. I just want progress. And I still have at least a good 70 pounds to go. And I'm pretty big, and I don't like putting things inside my body as it is. So if Saxenda is not doing what it needs to do anymore, I'm going to kick it, and then I'll move on to whatever's next. I'll keep pushing through, and I'm still going to bring you guys in with me, but maybe it won't be on Saxenda anymore, or maybe it will. I don't know. So let's test it out this week, and I will keep you guys updated. But so far, it's been a good day. Yesterday was the first day without Saxenda, but like I said, I had breakfast, I had lunch, I had dinner, I had all kinds of stuff. We had a snack in the middle between lunch and dinner at one point. It was just, we should write off that day. I ate all the calories that I'm allowed for my weight yesterday, so it's just no good. So, but today, we're back on track. All right, so I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.